T-Rex was not the king. I know. That is what every book, every movie, every museum told you. 12 feet tall, 9 tons. The most feared predator that ever lived. But that story was incomplete. Buried in the fossil record, in rocks that most people will never see, in expeditions that almost never made the news, scientists have found 7 creatures. Different eras, different worlds, each one built for a single purpose, to make T-Rex look like prey. And the most disturbing part? We have the bite marks to prove it. Here is what nobody tells you about T-Rex. For all its fame, for all the Hollywood blockbusters, the museum skeletons, the children's toys, T-Rex existed for less than 2 million years. In the context of Earth's 4.5 billion year history, that is not a dynasty. That is barely a footnote. And in the billions of years before that footnote, evolution was running experiments. Dark experiments. Things with bite forces 3 times stronger. Things that hunted in packs. Things that dragged dinosaurs underwater and held them there until they stopped moving. 7 of those experiments are on this list. And this one you think you already know. You don't. Spinosaurus. Yes, you have heard the name. But here is what no one tells you. 59 feet long. Longer than a school bus. Heavier than 2 adult elephants. And here is the part that changes everything. It did not hunt like T-Rex. T-Rex was a land predator. You could in theory, climb, run, find high ground. Spinosaurus made that irrelevant. Equally deadly in the water as on land. Dense bones that let it submerge. A crocodile-like skull built for snapping. Hooked claws the size of curved swords. It waited. Submerged. Patient. Invisible. And when it moved, something that size should not have been that fast. There was no safe ground. There was no escape direction. That is what made Spinosaurus not just dangerous, but psychologically terrifying. But wait, because what if there was something in those same rivers that even Spinosaurus had reason to avoid? Sarcosuchus imperator. The name translates to flesh crocodile emperor, and whoever named it was not being dramatic. 40 feet long, 8 tons, a skull alone nearly 6 feet in length, over 100 teeth, curving slightly inward, not designed to bite, designed to grip, so that once something was caught, the act of pulling away only drove the teeth deeper. Here is where it gets genuinely disturbing. Sarcosuchus did not chase. It never needed to. It found a position near the water's edge and waited, motionless, for hours, sometimes days, its eyes just barely breaking the surface. A dinosaur walks to the river to drink, looks left, looks right, sees nothing, lowers its head. The attack took less than a second. Sarcosuchus did not need speed. It had already won before it moved. Number 5. And this one is different, because it did not rely on stealth or water or ambush. Giganotosaurus, carolinii, hunted the same way the most effective predators on Earth hunt today. In groups. With strategy. 43 feet long, nearly as heavy as T-Rex, but with a smaller brain, because an animal that hunts in coordinated packs does not need individual intelligence. It needs instinct, synchronization. And the fossil evidence suggests Giganotosaurus had both. T-Rex was a solitary predator. Its entire biology was built around one-on-one encounters. It had no evolutionary answer for multiple attackers working together. No instinct for it. No reflex for it. The moment 2 Giganotosaurus appeared on the horizon together, T-Rex's greatest weapon, its size, became its greatest weakness. Too slow to run, too large to maneuver, and suddenly, outnumbered. And this is where the list leaves land entirely, because the most dangerous environments on Earth have never been forests, or plains, or even rivers. They have always been the oceans. Megalodon, Otodus megalodon, 50 to 60 feet long, 3 times the size of a great white shark. And its bite force, this is the number that matters, was estimated between 40,000 and 108,000 pounds per square inch. T-Rex's famous jaw reached 12,000. But here is what separates Megalodon from every other creature on this list. It did not just attack, it planned. Fossil evidence shows a consistent hunting pattern. Target the fins and flippers first. Immobilize the prey. Cut off the escape. Then, and only then, move in. This was not a shark that bit and shook. This was a shark that understood the concept of helplessness and engineered it deliberately. Number 3. And I need you to pay attention to this one, because what recent fossil analysis revealed about Mosasaurus disturbed the researchers who found it. A lizard that returned to the ocean and became something that does not fit neatly into any category we use for predators today. 56 feet long. It ruled the western interior seaway, the vast inland ocean that once split North America in half, with what paleontologists describe as total ecological dominance. Nothing in that ocean competed with it. Nothing. 2 rows of teeth, one outer row for gripping, and a second inner row, pterygoid teeth, embedded in the roof of the mouth, that worked like a conveyor belt, pulling prey deeper into the throat with every movement of the jaw. Once something entered Mosasaurus's mouth, there was no physical mechanism for it to come back out. Think about that for a moment. Not a trap you could see, not a danger you could feel, until it was already too late. Number 2. And this is the one that keeps paleontologists up at night. Because Deinosuchus hatcheri did not just coexist alongside dinosaurs. We have fossil evidence, actual physical evidence, that it actively preyed on them. 35 feet long, 8 to 9 tons. A crocodilian that lived during the exact same period as T-Rex's closest relatives. And a bite force estimated at over 23,000 pounds per square inch. Nearly twice that of T-Rex. But here is what no one tells you. Fossilized dinosaur bones have been recovered with Deinosuchus tooth marks embedded in them. And those marks show signs of healing. The bone had regrown around the wound, which means the dinosaur survived the initial attack. It lived long enough for new bone tissue to form over the injury. Deinosuchus attacked. The dinosaur escaped, and then Deinosuchus came back. This was not an animal that killed out of hunger alone. This was an animal that returned, that remembered, that had something disturbingly close to persistence. If a relative of T-Rex was documented prey, T-Rex itself was not an exception. And number 1. Discovered in the Arctic islands of Svalbard, Norway. Found not in a desert, not in a quarry, but locked inside permafrost at the top of the world, as if the Earth itself had been hiding it. Pliosaurus funkei, known informally as Predator X, skull nearly 10 feet long, longer than most cars. Bite force, measured, calculated, peer-reviewed, of 33,000 pounds per square inch. But here is the detail that elevates Predator X above everything else on this list. The brain. Fossil analysis revealed a neural structure more complex than any other marine predator from the Jurassic period. Not the reflexes of an ambush animal. Not the instinct of a pack hunter. Something closer to active, adaptive intelligence. Predator X did not wait for prey to make a mistake. It anticipated the mistake before it happened. T-Rex ruled one continent for 2 million years. Predator X's lineage dominated the world's oceans for over 70 million. These were not equals. They were not even in the same conversation. 7 kings, 7 kingdoms, and T-Rex was not even on the throne. Now, one more creature, alive today. No size, no armor, just venom, speed, and no warning at all. That video is on screen right now.